With Skylanders no longer being sold in stores, it can be difficult to complete your collection. Luckily, you don't need every Skylander to 100% each game. Spyro's Adventure and Giants both require one Skylander of each of the 8 elements to unlock the elemental gates. The cheapest characters will always be from the starter packs and usually sell for just $1. Then you'll need to buy additional Skylanders from the Life, Fire, Earth, and Air elements. Additionally, you'll need 4 expansion pack levels, which usually go for around $5 each. Giants also introduced feats of strength, which can be completed by any giant, so I would recommend getting Tree Rex since he's the cheapest. Swap Force can begin to get pricey as it introduced swap zones that can only be unlocked by swappable Skylanders of a specific type, such as Climb or Rocket. There are 8 types in total, so you'll need 6 swappers on top of the 2 from the starter pack. There's also 1 dual elemental gate per level, requiring a matching top and bottom. This means that you'll need 1 swapper per element. This may seem kind of confusing, but it's actually really simple to choose what swappers you need to buy. Looking at the Swap Force poster, if you buy the 8 inner swappers, you will be able to unlock every swap zone and every elemental gate. Alternatively, you could buy the 8 outer characters instead. Buying the inner swappers is much cheaper though, because the starter pack characters are super cheap and Doomstone is almost $30. You should also keep in mind that as long as you have a second controller, you can simply use 2 different Skylanders that match each element. But you're still gonna need 8 swappers to unlock the 8 swap zones anyway. Lastly, there are 2 expansion pack levels for you to buy, and additionally, you'll unlock extra arena battles with the Archean crossbow. Trap Team unfortunately upped the requirements for every elemental gate, requiring a Trap Master of the corresponding element. Additionally, it introduced the light and dark elements, meaning you now need 10 Trap Masters, and only 1 of which is included in the starter pack. Except for light and dark, there's 2 Trap Masters per element, and here are the cheaper ones for each element. Additionally, you're going to need at least 1 trap of each element in order to complete the villain quest, which often are required for certain collectibles. This unfortunately means you will indeed need to buy the expensive light and dark traps, but luckily you won't actually miss any collectibles by skipping on the Chaos Trap. I actually have a dedicated trap buying guide that I would highly recommend. There's also 4 expansion packs to buy, where you'll find 6 trappable villains, including the Doom Raiders Luminous and Nightshade. Superchargers requires 1 Supercharger character, 1 land, sea, and sky vehicle to play the vehicle sections, and lastly, 3 trophies to unlock 6 additional racing levels and let you play as some villains. I've also conveniently made a guide to help you choose the best vehicles to buy. Now, to 100% Imaginators, you are going to need to complete all the level stars, all the Imaginite sets, and even some bonus goals. So to do that, you will need 1 sensei of each element to unlock sensei realms, 1 sensei of each battle class to use all 10 sensei shrines, 1 creation crystal of each element, each with a different battle class to unlock Imaginite sets and some bonus goals, both of the blue Imaginite chests to unlock exclusive Imaginite pieces, both expansion packs, the Griffin Park Observatory and Enchanted Elven Forest, Crash Bandicoot or Dr. Neo Cortex to unlock the Thumpin' Wumpa Islands level, Wildstorm to unlock the Cursed Tiki Temple level, and as if your wallet hasn't suffered enough yet, you'll of course need to buy Robo to unlock the Lost Imaginite Mines, which might just be a small inconvenience. At this point, I think we all know what the most expensive game is, but let's just compare them all for fun. Spyro's Adventure will only cost you $34 for 8 characters and 4 adventure packs, and assuming you can 100% SSA, all you need to 100% Giants is a Giant, which will cost at least $1. Swap Force may have a lot to collect, but surprisingly it'll only cost you $56. As we all know, Trap Team is infamous for being stupidly expensive to complete and will cost you a whopping $253, which is almost 3 times as much as the first 3 games combined. If it weren't for the land trophy, Superchargers would actually be the cheapest game to complete, but it's still just $54, putting Trap Team to shame. Now, if you thought Trap Team was greedy, let me introduce you to Imaginators. No! No! As you can imagine, it's way more than all the other games combined. But what is the exact amount of the most expensive Skylanders game? $893. Nearly $1,000 to complete what most people agree is the worst game in the franchise. So in total, to 100% all Skylanders games, it will cost you $1,336. Unless you're Jeff Bezos, you should probably consider making some NFC cards instead, which will cost you less than $50 and work the same as real figures.